down to the bottom which sort of conclude the some body of knowledge that's necessary for you to be successful with vCenter. Now, if you are planning on taking the exam, as I said before, you probably are going to want to follow along. So we are going to be creating a network somewhat similar to this. We will have one domain controller, dc.company.pri. We will have one vCenter server that is actually running as a virtual machine called vc.company.pri. And we will have two, and then at some point later on, three ESX hosts, ESX1, 2, and then later on number 3. All of the hosts have local storage, and all of the hosts will ultimately connect into a single instance of shared storage as well. So what should you have if you had a desktop computer with about 8 gigs of RAM and at least 2 processors, if not more, probably 4 would be even better. You will probably be able to support all the needs for this if you want to demo this. But this is what we're going to be creating. I would also recommend going to VMware's website and downloading the whatever bits are necessary. I think you get like a 60-day time bomb on all of the bits. Just to give you a view of what we're going to look at, this is the server that we'll be playing with. This is vc.company.pri. Currently we have, looks like 3 hosts, 6 processors, 1 cluster, 7 data stores, 6 virtual machines and templates that are created. Here's all the stuff over here at the right. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to get a chance to see all kinds of stuff here and interact with vCenter in all sorts of ways that will just be impressive and will prepare you just for doing this in operations. If you do plan on taking the exam, though, there are a couple of ideas here about the exam, a couple of thoughts. As I mentioned, this is the first level exam in the certification portfolio, so this is step 1. Then from there, there is 2 advanced level certifications, the VCAP DCA and VCAP DCT. Or, oops, that's a typo. That should be DCD. The VCAP DCA is the kind of second level certification there for administrators, okay, for administration, whereas the DCD is for design. So if you're interested in creating data centers, virtual data centers, then the DCD makes more sense. If you're interested in operating them, DCA. And then the design expert, VCDX here, is the expert level certification. Not a lot of VCDXs in the world, but there are a few. There are also a few desktop virtualization 2 certifications. These are if it's not server virtualization you're so much interested in, but desktop virtualization. These are the sort of expert level certifications for that. A few exam stats here. It is a single test to pass the VCP. 85 questions, 90 minutes if you are not English as a primary language. If English is your secondary language, you get 30 more minutes in certain countries. Multiple choice, there are some exhibits. It is a scaled scoring method, somewhere between 100 and 500. You need 300 to pass. Okay, standard certification tests. You go to one of those certification testing facilities. You sit down, you take the test. 90 minutes later, you know if you passed or not. One interesting thing, and this is kind of the gotcha with the VCP, is that VMware still today, whether you agree with it or not, requires you to take a VMware official course, one of the 2 prior to taking the exam. It can be the VMware vSphere Install, Configure, Manage, or the VMware vSphere What's New exam in certain circumstances. But you have to take that course and give them money in order to pass, in order to be given the certification. Even if you pass the exam, you still have to go back and take the course or they will not give you the certification. I will leave that for whether you believe that's a good idea or not. The VCP 510 hosted by Pearson is actually the exam name and number. So this series will